happy Friday. Well, it's Friday when I'm recording this. It'll probably be Friday or Saturday when I put it up. But anyways, hello, welcome. My name is Cheryl. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. We've had a lot of new subscribers lately. Thank you very much for subscribing. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Hi. Today we're sitting up for once. Well, we're kind of sitting up. We're half. I am half. I'm moving my camera again. I'm so sorry. We're back to doing that. I'm half sitting in bed. So, I mean, that's better than lying down, is it not? I mean, I kind of had fun doing the video lying down, though. Anyways, I'm out of my hoodie. I'm actually dressed. I mean, that's an accomplishment, right? Do I feel any better? Not really, but... Oh, health update. If you don't care to hear it, just skip this part. I did get some lab tests done to test my blood sugar like I get every 3 months. And then I also tested my hemoglobin and iron. And this is the first test after my iron infusions. I had 7 of them. And I got a call from my doctor and she said, yeah, I got to talk to you. Well, she didn't say that. The receptionist said, yeah, I've got to make an appointment for you because she has to go over your results. It's not urgent. Don't you hate it when they say that? It's not urgent, but she needs to talk to you because it's not urgent. But, I mean, if a doctor needs to talk to you, then it's not urgent. Just saying. But anyways, so... Don't know what that means. I have to wait another 2.5 weeks before my appointment, so we will see. And my brother, one of my brothers said, well, if it's a 3-week wait for the appointment, then it must not be serious. I'm thinking, yeah, but she made me wait like 4 weeks all the while thinking I had cancer, so anyways, trying not to worry about that. Appreciate your prayers. And I haven't really felt much better. Like I said in my last video, my head is more clearer. I'm able to concentrate more, but I'm still just as exhausted all the time, so. Anyways, we will see. I will let you know what happened. She may just want to say, congratulations, you look great. Because, you know, that could happen, right? Okay, anyways, hi. Today we're doing another wrap-up because I need to catch up in my reading wrap-ups. I haven't done them very often. So the last one I did was June, and I did that literally last week, and it's the middle of October. Just don't. Just don't. I do have excuses. I have reasons. But, you know, I never liked doing wrap-ups. Now I like them, but they just take a lot of work. No, not really. I just didn't like doing them. Okay. We're going to start with July wrap-up. Now, this is the first month, possibly the only month in the last, since I've been on Goodreads. So I've been on Goodreads and on YouTube. Well, I've been on Goodreads since 2019, 2020, somewhere around there. And I've been on YouTube since 2018, 2019. And I started listening to audiobooks back then. And I think, okay, I don't know why the camera keeps moving. Obviously, I'm moving in my bed. As I was saying, I don't remember what I was saying, to be honest. This is just the way it's going to go today. Welcome. If this is the first time you're watching, hello. This is normal. I hate to say it. I'm just trying to move the camera a bit. How's that? How are you? Are you okay? Are you doing good? I'm so sorry I didn't ask. Are you doing good? I hope you're doing good. Have you been reading? Have you been reading? Have you been knitting? Oh, that reminds me. I was going to show you my knitting blanket recently. But I'll have to show it in the next video because it's down way over there and I don't feel like getting up. So I'll show it another blanket or another video. How are you? Are you doing good? I hope everything's going well for you. Okay, let's get back to this. I remember what I was saying. Okay. This is the first month. In July was the first month that I did not read any audiobooks or listen to any audiobooks. And since 2019, about thereabouts. First month where I listened to no audiobooks. So that was kind of fun. I did read 8 books, 7 physical, 1 ebook, probably the only ebook I've read this year. Even though I got a Kindle, and I started about 12 books. I never finished them, so. They were all from the library. Well, no, the ebook was from Kindle Unlimited. So, let's start with the ebook, shall we? I've got my handy-dandy little cards here. Honestly, you can get these at the dollar store. They're like the best kind. You can get like 300 of them or 200 of them, whatever it is, for like $3. They're wonderful. Why the dollar store isn't just $1 for everything, I don't know. That's still a pet peeve of mine. It's been that way for many years, but it still bothers me. It's literally called the dollar store. Dollarama. Why are things like $5? Okay, that was a rant. Anyways, the ebook I read was Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. That is a classic. It was first written or published in 1868. I read an ebook version that was published in 2017, I believe. I will put the picture up here. Not necessarily the same picture of the edition I read, but it'll be up there. Or there. Probably there. I always get confused of whether it's like backwards. You don't care. Okay. Wilkie Collins wrote The Moonstone. Now, The Moonstone is rumored to be the first detective novel written in English. Ever. That's like a big accomplishment, Wilkie. I mean, that's amazing. I did learn that the man himself was not, didn't have the best morals, but that's just my opinion. I did read The Moonstone with, sorry about my phone. I did read The Moonstone with the read-along that went on with, what's her name? I don't know why I did that. I don't do that anymore. I don't know why I did that. Okay, anyways. Angela? Is that her name? Trying to remember her channel name. I'll put her channel name up here. I can't think of her name. Anyway, she did a read-along, and I read that. She did the start and stop read-along in that month, and I really enjoyed it. I like the format of doing that read-along. I hope she goes and starts doing that again. It was a lot of fun. Why can't I think of her name? My mind's gone blank. I apologize. I will link her below, though. She's a wonderful channel. And a wonderful person, not just a channel. I don't know, guys. I am terrible at reviews. But anyways, The Moonstone is about a man who... Okay, it introduces a lot of characters. Now, the fun thing about this book... Also, drink your water. I'm actually drinking water. Are you proud of me? You ever have one of those days where water just hits it? It's just the most amazing drink in the world on days like this. But anyways, again, I have ADHD. I'm like squirrel. Anyways, the Moonstone, right. The Moonstone is done in a neat format because it's written in 1, 2, 3, I think 5 or 6 different point of views. So it's written, is it, this is so long ago, I don't even remember, but I think it's got like different characters' point of views for a few chapters, and then it'll go to another character. Anyways, the basic story is about a famous gem called the Moonstone, and it goes missing. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. There's a Moonstone. It's being taken to this girl who has inherited it, I think. And she gets it, and there's a bunch of other characters. Okay. Just read it. It's a fun book. The beginning part, the prologue, you gotta get past it. It's a bunch of historical things. It's kind of boring. But once you get in the story, it's pretty good. There is deaths, and some of them are not good deaths. And so check your trigger warnings for that, because there is a themselves thing where, yes, so that happens. I was in a way hoping it would end up it was murder, but no, it was actually them offing themselves. So that wasn't fun. But the book itself, I gave 4 stars to. I did enjoy it. It did drag a bit. But for the first detective novel, I thought it was pretty good. In English, it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. Near the end, there was some action that I really enjoyed. There is a point of view from a woman who is very religious, and I found it funny personally because I'm a Christian, so I found it just kind of hypocritical and funny. But some people I know on the read-along did not enjoy that, and I just found it funny. But there's that. Because I know Christians like that, so it was just kind of funny. But it was okay. It was good. What else was I gonna say? I don't know. It was 4 stars. It was a book. I mean, I don't give less than 4 stars to many books. I think I've given like 2 or 3 stars and 1 2-star out of the whole year. So most of them are going to get 4 or 5 stars. If I enjoyed the book, if I had a good time with it, it's basically a 4-star. If I love the book and it hit me at an emotional level, it's a 5-star. Okay. And also, 3 stars are not a bad rating either. A 3-star for me is basically, I didn't particularly enjoy it. Like, it wasn't a masterpiece. It was okay. It was kind of average, but I would still recommend it to people who want to read it, you know. Okay. Next, the rest of them, 7 of them, I read physical. Wow, we're already almost 15 minutes in. I read Everblaze by Shannon Messenger. This is book 4, I think. There's Keeper of the Lost Cities, Exile. Everblaze is the 3rd or 4th book in the Keeper of the Lost Cities series by Shannon Messenger. It'll say up there probably because I think it says on the cover what book it is. But it is a middle grade fantasy. Love this series. I'm in the middle. I just started today. It's right here. Lodestar. I'm only 40 pages in, but Lodestar. It's a fun series. I'm really enjoying it. It is the first. Each book continues on, so I can't really talk about what it's about. But in the first book, Keep It Lost Cities, we follow Sophie, and she is a telepath, and she can hear other people's thoughts, and she doesn't understand why. And then someone comes to her and says, hey, you're actually an elf. And she goes to this land where elves live, and she goes to a special magical kind of school and learns out she has powers and that she's part of this big plan that is going on throughout the series. And things happen, and it's it's good. I'm enjoying it. I think it's not impactful. What's the word I'm looking for? I write. I know words. Okay. Which is a plug for my other channel. Of course, I have another channel. I have an AuthorTube channel. If you want to go and subscribe to it, I'd really appreciate it. I only have like 22 subscribers in it so far. But it is a channel where I talk about my writing and my writing journey, because I am trying to write a book. It's not happening very well. It's not going very well right now, but I'm chronicling it. So if you want to watch that, you can go to that channel. I will link it below. It's author Cheryl Gilmore if you want to check it out. And I'll also put it on the end page of this video. There'll be a link to my other channel. So if you click on it, it'll take you to the other channel. Okay. Anyways. What was I saying? Oh, the writing is really good. I really enjoy the writing. Shannon Mester's writing style of writing. I think it's great. It is middle grade, so it's a bit easier to read. The books are big, though. Like, they are big. I mean, but the print is like humongous, and there isn't much words on the page, you know. Much words on the page, many words on the page. But I'm really enjoying that series. I think there's 9 books plus a few novellas that are out right now, something like that. And then there's going to be 10, I don't know for sure. But I'm enjoying that series, and like I said, I'm reading Lodestar right now. Gave it 5 stars. Gave Everblaze 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. I think every book in that series has been 5 stars. I really enjoy it. Then I read Gone for Gouda by Karina Moss. I gave this 4 stars. It is a cozy mystery. It is part of the, I believe it's called Cheese Shop Mysteries, but I'm not sure. This is the second book in that series, I believe, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. Gave 4 stars. I don't remember what happened. I remember that it's about a woman who owns a cheese shop. She opens a cheese shop, and there's lots of talk of cheese. So make sure you have cheese on hand, because you'll get hungry. And it's a cozy mystery. There's murder and a bit of romance. That's all. It was 4 stars. It was enjoyable, but not my favorite. But I did enjoy it. I think I liked the first book better than Gone for Gouda, which the first book was called Better Cheddar Off Dead, I believe is the first book. I did enjoy that a little bit more, but it was still really good. 4 stars. A Tangle of Spells by Michelle Harrison. This is the 3rd book in the Pinch of Magic series by Michelle Harrison. It is another middle grade. I gave it 4 stars. It was not my favorite out of the whole series, the whole trilogy. I don't remember why, because they all kind of meshed together in my mind. I think the 3rd book was I think last time in my June wrap-up I told you about A Sprinkle of Sorcery, and I think I got them mixed up, because I think the 3rd book, A Tangle of Spells, is actually about a witch. I think the 2nd book I mentioned in the June wrap-up that it was about a witch, but I think that's actually the 3rd book. Anyways, in the 1st book, A Pinch of Magic, we follow the Wittershin, something like that, family. And there's 3 girls. The youngest daughter is my favorite. She is hilarious. But there's 3 daughters, and they live with their Nana. Their dad is in some kind of prison. We find out more about that later. And they are cursed. They cannot leave their island, or within a day when the crow calls or something like that, they will die. All women who have left in that family have left that island, die. And it's a fictional island, by the way. And they go to discover how to break the cure. Break the cure? No, break the curse. Get the cure for the curse. See what I did there? Anyways, they go to break the curse, and adventures ensue. It was fun. The third book, like I said, A Tangle of Spells, I believe is about each of the books is a different adventure. And in this third book, they move with their Nana and someone else, which I won't say because it's a spoiler for book 1. They go to this new island, and I mean, obviously they break the curse because that's the whole thing of book 1. I mean, we know that. I won't say how or why or whatever, but I mean, it gets broken in book 1 or book 2. I don't remember, but that's kind of a spoiler. I'm sorry, but I mean, you kind of figure that out, right? I mean, that's kind of obvious. But anyways, Tangle of Spells, they move to a different city, a different island, and there's this lady who, okay, my mind just went blank. Ever have one of those moments where your mind just kind of goes, this is not going well. If you're still here, you're a real one. Thank you. A Tangle of Spells, it's about, they go there and they find out about these so-called witches and this lady who had died early on, like before they came. And I don't remember. It was good. I think I gave it 4 stars, and I think that's a good score, but at the time, I think it was 5 stars, but then I realized I don't remember much about it, so I changed it to 4 stars. I think it's probably 4 stars. But it's a good middle grade series. It's magical. It's fun. Okay, we're already at 22 minutes. My gosh. Then I read another cozy, To Slip the Bonds of Earth by Amanda Flower. This book is about the Wright brothers' sister. So the Wright brothers who invented the airplane, it's about their sister and her solving a murder. And it was really good. I enjoyed the brothers. What are their names? Orson Wright. Ernest Wright. I can't remember their names. That's school. Learning about the Wright brothers, at least I remember their last name, okay? That's something I learned 30 years ago in school, okay? Anyways, the Wright brothers, their sister, and how she grew up kind of in her time, not ahead of her time. And she wanted to do things, and nobody would let her because she was a woman and all that. And then she solves a murder, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. Wasn't my favorite Amanda Flower book, but it was still good. I enjoyed it. Then I read Spy X Family, or as I call it, Spy Times Family, because of the X. I think it's Spy Times Family, but people say Spy Family or Spy X Family. Either way, I read volume 2, and this is by Tetsuya Endo. I know I said that wrong. I apologize. I gave it 5 stars. It is a manga, and it was volume 2 of Spy Family. I really enjoyed it. I think it's just a fun series. I only have read book 1 and book 2. I don't think I've read book 3, volume 3. I'm not sure if I have or not. Yes, I have read volume 3, but that's for another month wrap up. But volume 2 was really good. In this series, we follow a little girl that I can never remember her name, but I think it's Sophie again. I don't remember, but she um, is a telepath. And in the beginning, we start out by following this man whose code name is Midnight. He is a spy, and he needs to do a mission where he has to infiltrate. Ooh, big word. Infiltrate into a school. And so to do that, his boss says, you need to get a kid. So he's single with no kids, so he adopts the little girl, and then the school that he wants to put her in so that he can get into the school and get the bad guy is very family oriented. So they say, okay, you need a wife, so he gets a wife. Now, the wife is an assassin. Midnight doesn't know that. The wife doesn't know that Midnight is a spy. The little girl is a telepath, so she knows both of their secrets. They don't know that she knows because they don't know she's a telepath, and it's a wonderful series. It's found family. It's cute. There's action. It is a manga, so that's a manga. So that was really cool experience. I've never read manga before, so I really enjoyed that. And yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So this is volume 2. All that happened in volume 1. And volume 2 was just continuing that. And the little girl wants so bad to have a real family and to show them that she's helping them and that she loves them. And she knows everything, but they don't know that she knows everything. It's so fun. It was a fun book. I give 5 stars. Next, a controversial opinion. I read a novel love story by Ashley Poston and gave it 5 stars. I know. Everybody loves 7 Year Slip and nobody loves a novel love story. I loved all 3 of her adult books, A Novel Love Story, 7 Year Slip, and Dead Romantics. I loved all of them. I thought they were so good. So this is a romance novel. Ashley Poston writes romance books with a little bit of spice. There's like 1 or 2 little scenes with the door cracked open. You know, it's not like wide open. You can't, okay, it's a little bit. You know, if you don't like spice, you may not want to read that. Or you could just skip over it. It's easy to skip over. There was, I think, 2 scenes in this book, but 1 scene that was open door more than the other. But anyways, that said, I enjoyed this series. There is some curse words in the series, in these books as well, in case you're wondering. I know I have some people who watch my videos that don't like reading cuss words and sexy time scenes, so just a little warning there. I like Ashley Poston's books because they have a bit magical realism in them, and a lot of times this magical aspects aren't explained, and I love that. So in this book, A Novel Love Story, we follow Elsie, I believe her name was, and she is going on a trip. She's going on, her friends and her always get together for to go to a cabin for a reading retreat where they read their favorite books. And this year, she really needs this vacation. Her fiance just dumped her for another woman, and they're getting married, and she's kind of down and out. But we find out in the first chapter that nobody could make it to the cabin that year. So she decides to go alone. And she's driving along in a storm, and she almost hits a man, and her car breaks down. So, she has to stay in this little town until her car can get fixed. And she realizes while she's there that she recognizes this town. And she soon realizes that this town, this isn't a spoiler because it's on the back of the book, but she realizes that she's in the fictional town of her favorite book series. I know, that's amazing. So she knows all these characters. They don't know her, but she knows all their backstories. except for this one man she doesn't know anything about. And it's a love story. It's a romance. Some people would argue it's not a romance because there isn't a lot of, it's not, I wouldn't say it was the focus of the book. More of it is just it's like a love note to readers, you know? It's like, what would you do if you were in your favorite fictional town? And there is a romance which I really enjoyed. I know a lot of people didn't enjoy, and a lot of people, hang on, a lot of people didn't like the ending to the book, or near the end. I personally understand the decision that one of the characters makes in near the end of the book, because of personal experience. So I'm not going to go into it because it's kind of a spoiler, but I do understand why they did what they did, and I think if you haven't been in a situation like that, you don't understand that. And I know that there is a magical aspect to that decision that, you know, people don't really get to do this, but it was, I understood, is what I'm saying. And also, a lot of people don't think the romance was well written, that they didn't get the romance, that it wasn't, they didn't feel the chemistry, they didn't feel the attraction to each other, and I disagree. I thought it was there. I thought it was really well done. Anyways, I gave it 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. I love the characters. It was really good. I really liked it. And lastly, this is the last book I read in July. I read Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas and gave it 5 stars. Are we surprised at this point? No. We are not surprised. I'm sure you're not. Queen of Shadows, I keep saying every time I read one of the Throne of Glass series books, I say that that one's my favorite. Queen of Shadows is where the series really started for me. It's where I got into it, and I just really enjoyed it. So, if you don't know what Throne of Glass, the whole series is about, it's by Sarah J. Maas. I'm sure you've heard of her. And no, I'm sure you've heard of her. That was a bad joke. That wasn't even a joke. It wasn't funny, Cheryl. Okay. Moving on. Forget I said all that. But anyways, Sarah J. Maas wrote a Throne of Glass, not a Throne of Glass, a series called Throne of Glass. And the first book is Throne of Glass. Go figure, eh? And it follows Selena Serdothian, and she is an assassin. And she is, in the first book, is in a slave camp thingy. And someone comes and says, hey, if you come to the castle and compete in this competition to be the king's assassin, I'll give you freedom after a certain amount of years. It's a whole thing. And that starts the whole series. And it goes, from there, it goes on to there being fae and wyverns, whatever they're called, and dragons. And there's one scene, I think it's in Queen of Shadows, where there's big spiders. It's that scene creeped me out. That literally creeped me out. Anyways, really enjoyed it. Thought it was really good. Will I read the Court of Thorns and Roses series? Probably not, because I heard there's a lot of spice in those series. Mind you, the Throne of Glass series is starting to have a lot of spice, and I'm on book. Actually, it's exciting because I just found out Tower of Dawn is in at my library, so I'm going to pick it up next Wednesday. I'm very excited. But it's starting to get kind of spicy too. So, but I heard that Court of Thorns and Roses series is quite spicy, so I don't know if I'm going to read that. But never say never. So, yeah, that's the last book. I gave it 5 stars, obviously. Really enjoyed it. Would recommend it. Again, there is cuss words and some spice. and it does have some witches in it. If you are against that, there's killing, there's violence, there's chopping off heads. Why do I like these series? I don't know. I just enjoy it. I thought it was really well done. It's addicting. The characters are addicting. Is Sarah J. Maas the best writer in the world? No, she's not. But her characters and the character arcs of her characters throughout the series is just amazing. You start off not really liking Selena, and then by the time that you get to I'm on Tower of Dawn starting soon, and you just love her. And what was I going to say? The whole plot of the Massiverse is just amazing. Like, how does she come up with these things? I can't even plan out my romance book, and here she is plotting this whole world. It astonishes me, honestly. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. This video. My throat is starting to crack, so I gotta go. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a like and a thumbs up, because that makes sense. Give me a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you all to everyone who has recently subscribed. I know there was a shout out from Katie at Paperbacks and Ponytails. I really appreciate. Also, I will link that video. She did a whole video where she did a master list of Christian booktubers. I found so many on that list. So if you would like to see that, I will link it below. So go and check that out. Actually, I'll link her whole channel, and then you could just go, and it's literally listed Christian booktubers to watch or something like that. But check out her whole channel. She's great. And in that list, she mentioned me, so I did get some new subscribers, so hello. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much. God bless you and all you do. Bye, guys.